Coming up this week on Eagle Vision News, we get an inside look at one of the world's deadliest diseases.
And what's causing crowds to rally in the streets of New York?
Plus, we take you to one of Orange County's local music festivals. Welcome to Eagle Vision News. I'm Tiffany Brevard.
And I'm Natalie Grace. Let's take a look at this week's headlines. The Scottish people have decided to stay a part of the UK. The land of kilts and haggis faced a historic vote last Thursday to dissolve a 300-year-old union with England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The Yes campaign argued an independent Scotland would bring greater autonomy over economic and social issues. But that wasn't enough to seal the deal. The No side won with about 55% of the vote to 44%.
United States jets began airstrikes Tuesday night against ISIS targets in Syria. This signals the start of an expanded military campaign against the terror group. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby said U.S. and partner nation forces started bombing ISIS targets using Tomahawk missiles and other aircraft, but didn't specify specific locations. The threat of ISIS has grown more urgent since their gains in Syria and Iraq threatened to destabilize the region.
Thousands of activists marched for climate change in New York on Monday. They called it the People's Climate March, and it was estimated to be the largest march of several marches around the globe, coming right before the United Nations Climate Summit. Activists want more clean energy to power society and the economy and point to worsening natural disasters as a side effect of climate change.
West Nile virus has come back into action in the Orange County area. Reporter Shayna Brodsky has the facts on what students and faculty should know.
During this busy season, the last thing most of us want to deal with is getting sick. But unfortunately, this year students may have to be worried about coming down with more than the common cold and flu.
Though the West Nile virus is active in the Orange County area, students at Biola University have nothing to worry about because our wonderful health center,
Biola, they have vector control that comes out periodically to check our campus for mosquitoes. And they just did this a few weeks ago, and it was very positive findings. In the La Mirada Creek and in the most popular areas on campus that would have mosquitoes, they found no activity.
Something that is not commonly known about the West Nile virus is that 4 out of 5 people are actually carrying the virus but will never show any symptoms. Most of the common symptoms that will occur to someone who is infected are headaches and a high fever. If students have more questions that they want answered, they can visit this website, cdc.gov/West Nile. This has been Shayna Brodsky, Eagle Vision News.
That's kind of terrifying. I had no idea 4 out of 5 people carried the virus.
I better stay out of stagnant water and carry some bug spray.
For sure. Well, we've got Nicole Maharo in studio to tell us all about the weather. Nicole, what's going on this week?
Today was a really gorgeous day today. Let's check out what we got today. In the morning we had 60 degrees, 77 in the afternoon, and a 64 in the evening. Sunrise was at 6:41 a.m. and sunset was at 6:49 p.m. Let's take a look at our satellite map. All right, over here in Washington and Oregon area, we had a little bit of precipitation going on. Also the aftermath of Hurricane Odelay in the Texas area. And also down here, huge rainstorm near Florida and also a little bit in Georgia. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Okay. So Tuesday, it's going to be a little bit mid-80s. Also be cooling down within the weekend, so we'll see a nice low 70s and low 80s. That was our 7-day forecast and our weather. Back to you, Natalie.
Thank you, Nicole. Residents of Brea were treated to a little extra culture this weekend when Brea hosted its annual Jazz Festival. Reporter Jasmine Rose has the story for us.
The city of Brea is hosting its annual Jazz Festival in the downtown area on Birch Street. The festival takes place each year throughout the month of September, hosting various jazz musicians for guests to enjoy. On top of live entertainment, the festival offers fine arts and crafts, street vendors, and various places to eat within Birch Street. Headlining bands don't perform until after 6, but guests were able to come as early as 1 p.m. Is this your first time coming to the Brea Jazz Festival?
No, it's not. I've come about 4 years in a row.
Oh, what attracts you to come back every year?
Well, I love Brea.
Yeah.
And it's close by, and I love jazz.
This is Brea's 12th year hosting the Jazz Fest, and this weekend welcomed Derek Bardot, Poncho Sanchez, and Bleeding Harp to the main stage. How would you describe your guys' music to people who haven't really heard you guys before?
Reggae fusion.
Reggae fusion?
New world, new age.
Reggae fusion.
Reggae fusion, blues rock.
Thanks to city volunteers, guests were able to find plenty of open seats with a great view of the show. VIP seating is offered at $25 a ticket, but guests are also welcome to save their seats early before the show for free. Once the show started, guests were welcome to leave their seats and show off their jazzy dance moves near the stage. This is Jasmine Rose, Eagle Vision News.
And now let's take a look into celebrity culture. Stephanie, give us the scoop.
Things are looking good for the royal family. Prince Harry and Cressida Bonus reportedly split earlier this year, yet the twosome was spotted watching a movie together at the Odeon Theater. Cressida was also known to be at Harry's Invictus game this past week. Will they be sparking their romance again? We'll have to see. And speaking about sparks, hit show Fashion Police will return. There has been speculations if Fashion Police will remain after Joan Rivers' death. E! announced, however, that it will continue their franchise because, quote, Joan Rivers would have wanted it. Melissa Rivers stated it will be covering the post-Golden Globes in 2015. It seems like making a comeback is a theme this week, and things are looking brighter. The third sequel of Star Trek is coming sooner than ever. Actor Zachary Quinto revealed that Star Trek 3 will be shooting in the next 6 months, and fellow actors Chris Pine and Zoe Saldana will reappear for their roles. They will be working with new director Roberto Orci, who co-wrote the first 2 sequels and directed Mission Impossible 3. The film is set to release in 2016.
I can't wait for the new Star Trek movie. I was such a fan of the first 2, and I will totally be there to see the third one. Well, great. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thank you.
And now reporter Hunter Grenier gives us an inside look at the first Eddy of the semester.
Students made their way to the Fireplace Pavilion last Thursday night to enjoy Biola's first Eddy. AS sponsored the event, and merchandise was available to purchase as students anxiously waited for the concert to begin. Biola had performers from around the LA area such as Young Summer and James David. Also performing was Biola's own Haley Mayweather. Many students were very into the music and were not afraid to show off their dance moves. The night was filled with dancing and singing, and for many students this was their first Eddy while at Biola. The first Eddy started the school year with excitement and was a success as the crowd went wild over the new performers. The atmosphere created an enjoyable night that even the performers enjoyed being a part of. James David was the headlining act and was a huge hit for all as he interacted with the students and even brought a student up to the stage to be serenaded to. If you missed out on this fun event, the next Eddy will be on October 30th. Hunter Grenier, Eagle Vision News.
Well, that's all the time we have for you this week. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And if you have any story ideas, you can send them to us on any of those websites. Until then, I'm Natalie Grace.
And I'm Tiffany Brevard. Thanks for watching.